I'm Katie Osborne, founder and CEO of Nowhere Collective, where we are building the trashiest handmade marketplace. I grew up in an artsy and resourceful family of 6. My dad would put pickle juice in the ranch dressing to get every last drop. So I now have the special ability of seeing the possibilities in things that others would just toss aside. Sometimes this gift can feel like a curse. As an avid dumpster diver, I'm heartbroken by how much stuff with potential ends up in the landfills. It's not surprising that the US is on pace to run out of landfill space by 2036. Yet culturally, there's a lot of shame around picking. I felt the need to come out of the shadows and meet others who cared about this as much as I do, like Jasmine, owner of Line, who artfully transforms hard-to-recycle materials like bubble wrap, yarn, and beads. In talking to dozens more makers like Jasmine, I realized these creative artisans are the greatest untapped asset to help us solve the climate crisis. Jasmine is one of 3.4 million Etsy sellers in the US who want to build environmentally responsible businesses, yet those who are actually attempting it are feeling lost in a sea of mass production. Like many makers, Jasmine is doing this on top of a full-time job with limited access to resources. She's spending too much time on 2 things: sourcing from thrift stores, buy nothing groups, creative reuse shops, and the dreaded marketing. In the last 3 years, Jasmine has sold only 13 pieces of art on Etsy. That's because these conventional e-commerce sites are not effectively connecting her to the 78% of US shoppers who will pay more for products that align with their values, but feel frustrated and confused by sustainability claims and supply chains. As a serial entrepreneur in the creative arts, I saw this as an opportunity to reimagine commerce with circularity as the foundation. Nowhere Collective is bringing sourcing and selling, buying and supplying into one marketplace so that makers like Jasmine can do more of what they do best: make beautifully crafted handmade goods. To validate my idea, in December 2022, I launched the Trashy Markets. This April, we hosted our 6th Trashy Market outside of Wrigley Field. We invited the 3,600 shoppers to bring their materials to donate to the makers. Jasmine was there, selling her Line artworks and collecting yarn, beads, and frames. The shoppers lit up as they dropped their almost trash off, and Jasmine was equally excited to receive it. This sparked wonderful conversations, which translated to deeper connections and sales. Jasmine sold 30 pieces, taking home $1,000 that day. So what is the secret sauce? Oh, let me tell you. 130 of our artisans have sold $36,000 at our Trashy Markets. So then, what is the secret sauce to get every last drop out of these circular connections? Well, we're now building the Nowhere Marketplace app so that Jasmine doesn't have to wait for the next market to grow her art business. With advanced AI now transforming the e-commerce experience, we can more effectively connect Jasmine to contributors of yarn and beads, as well as enthusiastic buyers. With social incentives like tagging her contributors, she can tell the story behind her locally sourced, locally made goods, highlighting the origins of materials. And the thrill of supplying these materials turns these contributors into ambassadors, amplifying the network effects. We are committed to environmental, social, and financial resilience. Community cooperation has been the key to our traction so far, which is natural for us to build this in the cooperative model so that those who are committed to circulation of materials can see the upside of our collective success. Also, by 2030, we will divert and conserve 439,000 pounds of materials. We are most excited, though, about the power these goods have to change consumer behaviors in other ways, where a drop becomes a ripple. Leveraging our skillful yet scrappy grassroots tactics, we'll bring on 6,000 artisans who are selling $7.3 million in merchandise. With membership dues and trashy markets as additional revenue, and with a 7% commission on transactions, we anticipate to be net positive by 2028. With the Etsy US market share now at $7.2 billion, there is plenty of room to grow, and with a financial boost, we can get there. So that's why we're asking for $250,000 in grants to build the app, support staffing and marketing, and to help us expand our events, including our first partner event this September in Detroit for the month of design. So who would like to smash trash with us?